We are also monitoring what was Category 4 Hurricane Helene, now reduced to a tropical storm making its way through Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, heavy flooding, and unfortunately a deadly storm. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis giving an update. Let's listen in.
Coast, and yet still generated major storm surge, and that was really the story up the whole Florida peninsula. But then as you got into landfall, where you had those Category 4 winds, there's no question that that was going to disrupt the power operations. And so that's what you've seen. Probably not just simply power lines down in the immediate path of the storm, probably looking at some damage to substations. And so there's folks that are on the ground assessing and taking action to remedy that as soon as possible. Overnight, the cut and toss operations began at 3 a.m. with the Florida Department of Transportation, and they have been able to clear a lot of miles of roadway, over 2,000 miles just since the wee hours of the morning. I-10 is open and passable, but please drive with caution. I-75 north to Georgia is clear and passable, and FDOT cut and toss crews are pushing southward on I-75. Currently in Tampa Bay, the Sunshine Skyway, Gandy, Courtney Campbell, and Howard Franklin bridges are still closed at the moment. At first light, bridge inspections began. There are reports of some mapping applications not marking those bridges as closed, but as of right now, please choose alternative routes. Those bridges are going to be inspected and open in due time, and I know Jared and his team are working really hard to do that. The Sunshine Skyway is open to first responders and emergency personnel. Please listen to local law enforcement's directive on that. In Southwest Florida, Sanibel Causeway had a washout that's currently being repaired by FDOT, and we expect that to be okay relatively soon. 470 crews are active in the field, and as I mentioned, have cleared over 2,000 miles of roadway, and this was starting at 3 a.m. So they were ready to go, and it's made a difference. 129 bridge inspectors have been dispatched at first light, and they are currently inspecting the bridges in the impacted areas. Airports. Following airports have suspended service but are anticipated to resume operations at some point today. Tallahassee, Tampa International, St. Pete Clearwater International, Lakeland Linder International, Gainesville Regional. Some flight cancellations or delays are being reported. Just check with your airlines directly on specific flight updates. Florida Fish and Wildlife has boat teams in Dixie and Taylor counties actively conducting search and rescue. These are basically the ground zero of the storm. An additional team of 72 staff are en route to Taylor, Dixie, and Levy with shallow water boats. Florida Fish and Wildlife has a boat team of 15 going through Franklin and Wakulla counties to assess storm damage. From Hernando to Lee, FWC has 145 local officers that are responding, an additional 15-man airboat team that are coming over to the west coast of Florida from Titusville. They will also have a 16-man Florida State Guard team with them, and they are headed currently to Pinellas County to assist with search and rescue there. Florida Department of Law Enforcement has positioned assets, including aircraft, and is responding for reconnaissance and damage assessments, including all backup satellite and communication systems. Portable towers have been staged for emergency communications, and FDLE staged telecommunications emergency response task forces for responses to ensure continuity of service for the 911 system.